Today, I received possibly the worst news possible. No, not another Jake Paul controversy, but something bigger than that, something stronger, and that was Roblox. What about it, you may ask? And what I received was the death of Roblox. Many people have played Roblox in the past. Roblox became an integral part of many people's childhoods in the early 2000s. And thus, Roblox itself, it has expanded widely and became one of the most popular games in the world. But there's something yet that transcends even this game. Something that transcends, that adds a higher purpose to the game. And that is the oof sound. That's right. The oof sound, an integral part of the game, has died. Its cause of death is a licensing issue due to the creator, Tommy Tallarico, who was the one who initially removed the sound from Roblox. It's not the first time Roblox has run into issues, as in the early two, in 2020, there was a small controversy that would end up leading Roblox to having to pay Tommy $1 every time the oof sound was used within a game. And all this got me thinking, who is Tommy? How exactly does he relate to Roblox? And where does the oof sound come from, if not from Roblox? So I decided to take you along with me on this short journey. A journey to grieve, to understand. So, out of sheer curiosity, I searched up how many games are there on Roblox to understand a maybe ballpark of how much money Tommy might have made on this. So, if this were true, that there are 40 million games on Roblox, let's just say that since the agreement that Tommy made in 2020, that there were 9 to 10 million games made between then. And if we factor in how many games, 9 to 10 million, let's just say about 2 or 3 million of them bought the oof sound license, then this would imply that Tommy has around 1 to 2 million. This is a lot of speculation on my part. However, it is increasingly true that Tommy could have made millions off of the oof sound. So I don't believe that it would that the removal of licensing would be from his part because of how much money he's actually just made off of this game. Point to see how much money he's made off of just a $1 royalty. But maybe Tommy got greedy. All of that is unknown. And this may be the end of our very journey in searching for the answers of this. However, I do implore you to stay tuned. Sound. Just to make sure, it really was Tommy Tallarico. Tommy Tallarico, in his career, seems to have been in part of the creation or in part of the team that developed Messiah. And because of this, I would go on to look more into Messiah. What exactly is Messiah? Who who thought that Messiah was a game that deserved oof more than anything else? At the end of the day, I come to realize that Messiah was a game that was released in the year 2000 that was a conventional flop by multiple standards, and the oof sound was actually only used once in the entire game as a punchline at the very end. And This just led to more questions and less answers, because at the end of the day, it would lead me to wonder why Tommy, at this stage of the game, thinks that Messiah is still more worthy of the sound and not willing to even profit off of the sound due to, I suppose, strict a strict devotion to Messiah, perhaps, or maybe wishing to use it in the future. However, none of these answers actually make sense, other than the fact that Tommy could possibly be doing this in order to get more money out of Roblox, thinking that they would care about the core sound, only to be faced with a cold shoulder from the very game that he thought would fight for that sound. I had one more quick thing to talk about and to look at. It was I decided to go to Twitter, as all great human beings go, not a cesspool of any kind or filled with many toxic people. No. Basically, what I wanted to do is I wanted to see what responses Roblox has towards the entire scenario. Like, what is their response to this, you know? And to my dismay, I find that I find that I find that basically what ended up happening is that Tommy would end up having his own sound kit, quote unquote, and basically they were working with Tommy to in order to charge people even more money in order to buy his oof sound. Basically what they were doing is that they're trying to make you pay even more to use a sound that is very precious and dear to you, and in all other cases, it's removed. And this, in the end, I found was something that was incredibly foul of them to do by taking advantage of the people that play their game and that want that sound. They're basically taking advantage of it, just like any EA player would know, lock everything behind paywalls so people will have to pay to play. And this is basically what Roblox is doing. And I do think this was a very small price to pay to see who you're really supporting. When you play Roblox, what are you really playing? Do they really care about you? And the answer is unfortunately no. They couldn't care less about the players. They couldn't care less about what people want, you know? So at the end of the day, do I think Roblox has a very implicit part in this? Yes. Do I think they responded correctly? Absolutely not. And with that being said, that'll be it for our journey today. And as my favorite quote from my favorite manager finder is live, laugh, and love. On a serious note, I do think that this journey was most enjoyable, and I hope you enjoyed this short little journey as well. There will be more journeys to come, so please stay tuned. And I do I do implore you to realize that within life there is many journeys that you'll be on, and at the end of the day, even when a journey comes to an end, at very least we can cherish the friends that we made from the memory and wait for the next journey to come. So, with that being said, I've had a good time, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe, like the video, share my content, and with that, I'll be back tomorrow. And that's Hoto signing out.